Authors Plus. Okay, Dr. Mitra, thank you so much for joining BookBuzzTV. I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
And
you.
yes, Dr. Mitra. And Dr. Mitra, you are not only an author, but you're also an actual doctor, correct?
Yes, I'm a doctor, physician.
That's amazing. And Dr. Mitra, how many books have you authored?
Oh, I think three my own and three more anthologies.
That's amazing. And today we're talking about one of your latest writings that you have called Echoes of the Past.
Yes, thank you.
Now, yes, and I read that it's about two distinguished gentlemen.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Echoes in the Past and these two distinguished gentlemen?
Yes, the two distinguished gentlemen, one I took it from 14th to 15th century Italy, Florence, who was an artist and sculptor, and another one is 20 to 20th, 21st century, a neurosurgeon who is a neurosurgeon who does surgery on brain. So, and he is my classmate and friend from medical school.
I see. So is this story, is it based on some true character? Yes.
Yeah,
It is based.
they're based on true character. The late 20th to 21st century, he's still living and still working. And then, but the one from 15th century, he's no more. His legacy is going on, but he's no more.
Yes. So these two distinguished gentlemen, how do their stories come together? How do these two characters come together? And can you tell us a little bit about why someone would be interested in this story in Echoes in the Past?
Yes, because the person who I choose from 15th century, he's an artist and his legacy is still going on. And then the other one is also an artist in a different way. He is a neurosurgeon and his surgery has saved so many lives, and people living, well and, walking is no neurological deficit. They're walking and living a normal life. So that is also an artistry, because, in a different sense and different way, actually, he's an artist.
Yes, this is true. I totally understand what you're saying, and I hear you that these two gentlemen, that although one's a sculptor and one is a neurosurgeon, there still is artistry in their practice or in their craft that they have.
Yeah. Actually, to explain it a little more, the sculptor who sculpts, with his hands, and this gentleman who is doing surgery with his hands, and his technique where people's lives were saved. Not only that, they are living a normal life. So that is also an artistry. Before there was surgery, but they have some sort of difficulty. They had neurological, so they couldn't live as a normal life. They had to live with the difficulty. So he is giving not only to live his life more, and also but in a normal way.
Yes, I hear you. And can you tell us, how did you come up with the idea to bring in together the 15th and the 20th century with these two characters? Why the 15th and why the 20th century? What brings the essence of those two into that story, and how did you come up with the idea?
Oh, actually, I choose the 15th century artists because I kind of, I was interested in that period. And one from the 15th to 16th century artist everybody knows. And this person, though his legacy is continuing, but people who are very interested in sculpture or art, they will read, but not the general public. So I took that character from there. And then, of course, this neurosurgeon who is my friend, I was his classmate, and I know his life, throughout, how he struggled from the childhood to become a neurosurgeon, and how he did develop this very fine, surgical technique that people are. This is also, I thought, is an art which could go very well with this person which I chose from 15th century.
I got it. So you blended their artistry to craft the story.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, my fantasy is also there. Some
Oh, well, that makes it fun. That definitely makes it
yeah.
fun. We all, yes.
Actually, if I give just the historical facts and thing, then nobody would be interested. And so I just had my own fantasy a little bit. I mean, I didn't change the whole facts, but, just ornamented and decorated with some of
Tell us
imagination.
about that fantasy, that story about the fantasy. How do these two characters come to life within the 15th and the 20th century? Tell us a little bit about that story on why someone would want to pick up Echoes of the Past and read it.
Yes, actually, the person who is from 15th century, his father died when he was 14 years old, and he struggled with his widow mother and also a dependent sister whose husband left her. So this 14-year-old boy had to work and earn money to provide his family. So he was very sincere, and he just struggled. And not only he had so many difficulty, but he still kept on going to be what he wanted to be. And other person, the neurosurgeon, had so much difficulty in childhood. He didn't have most probably 1 square meal a day. He used to sell fruits at the fruit stand, and get some money to give it to the family to help them. And then also from that, he didn't had opportunity to go to school. Somebody to care of, have pity, put him to school, and then he didn't have money for the college. And again, some other person was very kind enough to put him in college, and medical college also. He did it like that because he didn't have any money to provide. In the school, college, or medical school is very expensive. Even in India,
Yes.
it is very expensive. So that, I mean, he didn't have a square meal a day. So that kind of situation, he got into the medical school, and he did his journey, his life journey. And then suddenly, after medical school, he decided, oh, I don't have anything here. So he just somehow got a chance to get on a ship, and he started to England. And in England, he had nothing, with no money, only one little bag, and he started his life. So you see why I choose the person.
That's very interesting. So they're about these two men who share some common threads within their journey of life, and then go on to be these sculptors and this neurosurgeon, and it's all the challenges that they've overcome throughout that time.
Yes, yes. And also this artist, sculptor, he had so many difficulties. All the other artists used to put him down, and because he is young, and all this thing, and his sculpture some. And this neurosurgeon had also difficulty in United Kingdom, because he is tan color, is the other color, and they used to, when he used to get up in the conference and talk about what he's doing, they will scream from the back, black magic, and things like that to put him down. So you understand it's each and every step. And also, when you go from one stage to another, there all the people, the local doctors will get the chance, and he will have the last chance to get in that position. So you see the struggle, but through that he did made it.
So throughout the struggle, he made sure to still overcome and
And reach his
create his.
goal. He's reached his
Yes,
goal, what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a surgeon first and then neurosurgeon. So he did it.
that's amazing. So Dr. Mitra, tell us, with these characters and with the time that you've chosen, the 15th century and the 20th century, how did you research for historical accuracy within these two stories?
Oh, I first was the sculptor. I just went and searched the books, whatever written his biography was very sketchy. So nobody knew, and just I got a little bit here, a little bit there. Then I just connected it. But his work and all the dates, I got it from all of written, because those the masterpieces he created is all written of how he did it and things like that. And then for the neurosurgeon, I personally talked to him, and like an interview kind of thing. Of course, he is my friend, so I wanted him to send his some documents also to in email, so that I can have the right kind of date and right, because I know only the medical school part of it, but before
Yes.
and after also he had to, though I we had connection. I was also in United Kingdom, so we had connection but not in details. So he had to provide me that all those in details, his datas and everything, dates and datas.
Wow, that must have been really interesting, going and researching this through your own, and then also be able to reconnect with your friend on an even more personal level.
Yeah, yes, that's true. And then it's a whole. It used to be all the material I'll collect, and I'll work in the evening, late evening, like from 10 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning with all this thing.
Wow. Can you tell us, Dr. Mitra, also what would you like your readers to gather and learn from this story, from Echoes in the Past? What would you like them to take with them?
First of all, I will tell that that if somebody has a goal, whatever difficult it is, they should keep on going, and wanted to fix their goal and keep on going with all the difficulties and hurdles they should keep on going. Another one, I just it is my thing, but but it is through my the sculpture character. He told everybody that he's telling everybody that creativity is like a stream which flows inside you, and that when the stream is inside someone's body, it itself creates his own path and reaches goal. So that is his essence. I mean, though it is my fantasy, but my character, the sculptor character, told everybody that that's the creativity, just like a stream, it flows inside your body, and the creator who is capable of doing that and adjust and do it, kind of make it happen through him. So
No, that is beautiful. That's beautiful what your friend and you came to have a conversation about, that it's like a stream. Uh, how would you say that this book is going to impact people's lives? So you said that you're hoping that it generates awareness of that creativity. How would you say that this book is going to impact someone's life?
Yes, because these two people have struggled. I mean, life is also is about a struggle, actually. Everybody has a different kind of struggle. So they should know that, that struggle just is there. It is a hurdle, just have to get it over. And then again, some hurdle, then that will also come. They have to keep on, getting there with their goals. So the hurdles will be always there. When we walk a journey, there are so many things. There are some stones come, some are mud, some are is it water. So we have to go on, looking for them, not just get into that, but keep on going, avoiding them or bypassing them. So that's my intention for the people, that they should get inspiration and see how these two people from different centuries got what they want to be. Whatever we have our goal, we should keep on going.
I love that. So whether you're in the 15th century or 20th century, you're able to relate to these two characters on how they overcame their struggles through their own passion and creativity.
Yes, and also I why I took it, because 20th century, 15th century, people will think, oh, there's past, there's different kind of life. And so, but I showed the 20th and 21st century, this in this present day, they can also do it. And I gave the example one by one how he got through those hurdles.
Exactly. So how would you say they got through those struggles? Like, was it passion, or what do you think gave these two characters the strength to overcome these struggles that you're talking about in the 15th and 20th century?
Their inspiration inside, one is that I'm a sculptor, I will create, that kind of spirit. And another one is this, that I want to be a surgeon or neurosurgeon, and I want to help the people, and their life, and make them better, or make them more acceptable to the society, the way that they can live a normal life. So that is the inspiration inside, to help. And he's also helping, the sculptor is also helping, because this is he's showing in his hand, two hands, from just from a mud to a sculpture, and he's to cry, come on, alive, please, alive, you speak to me, means he wants the sculpture to speak to the people, and convey their message to them, whether they're crying, they're sad, or they're angry, or they're scared. All these things come, they used to cry and shout, come alive, come alive. So he wanted to make the people who was looking at them to have that kind of thing, that to when they see the sculpture, they will make them sad, or when they see the sculpture, they will be with joy, or some inspiration they will get. That's what his motto was.
So through their struggles, these two characters did want to find something that they left that would either resonate in inspiration or passion, and create emotion.
Yes, yes, to the people, to get them in their own path, also the inspiration for them to keep on going in life and do something what they want. That's the
I love
example.
that.
Yeah, example.
And so many people today are looking to find what their path is. I find a lot of people are asking for that. So this book, Echoes in the Past, is something that if someone needs inspiration, it sounds like this would be a great read to find that path.
I hope so, and that is my intention to do it. That's to show these people how they have made the name, and in the history. So they, anybody could do it. They have the power and the spirit to do it.
What is something, Dr. Mitra, that you were surprised that you found out about yourself in this journey of you writing about these two characters and developing Echoes in the Past? What were some of the surprises that you found out about yourself?
Oh, I found an enormous joy when I was writing about the sculptor. I felt like I am there in the 15th century. I'm walking with him. I'm walking. He's to walk fast, fast, fast. To get where he wants to be, and the river and the people around. The boat is sailing in the and the sound. Even I heard the lap sound, with the roads. I used to hear, and I used to hear that the boats are passing under there's a bridge called Ponte Vecchio in Firenze, and when the boat passed under the bridge, everybody shout something. I don't know why, but they cry out loud, and then I could even hear them that they are doing that, and even little the birds, the seagulls, and they were crying and dipping in the water. I used to imagine all these things, and it was a
Yes.
joy actually. And also when he was crying, come alive, and he's frustrated that what he wants to be alive, that the sculpture that is not getting it, and is frustrated, and he's crying. And I was with him actually, and that what he's feeling. So these are the thing I got it. And it was in I didn't want to finish actually. I wanted to keep on going. Actually, when it was coming at the end, I said, oh, no more of my fantasy in frenzy in 15th century.
That's beautiful. I can see the joy that it brought you, just you talking about it. So joy, it brought you joy. That's beautiful. Can I know that we shared a little bit that a lot of people are trying to find their path as well. And you are, you were and are a doctor. A lot of people think that they can't start their own journey, and Echoes in the Past is that here to bring inspiration, that to get that creativity flowing. How did you decide to start authoring books after
Oh,
your medical career?
oh, that
So you started something
yeah,
else.
that is a very interesting story. Actually, yeah, I was I had several hobbies, like I was a dance and piano. Of course, my son is in music. That's what, when he was young, I used to be with him, so that came. But then I one 2009, I used to take that classes in, the adult education class, so I was looking at the brochure, and then I saw creative writing. What is this creative writing? I never heard the creative writing. So, and then so there was a lady who was much younger than me, and I said, do you know what is creative writing? So I said, oh yeah, yeah, I am the teacher in creating. And so you are? So yeah, so I will be starting a class in creative writing. You are? I said, I don't know anything about writing. I did write essays and scientific paper. So no problem, come on. So that's what I started. And she was
That's cool.
very, very, very encouraging. I mean,
Yes.
when you start something and it's, not really anything, but she was really encouraging. And, and so, yeah, go ahead.
Dr. Mitra, how long ago was that? When did you take that
2000, yeah, 2009. That was the start of my writing. Writing means just beginning.
Wow. So in 2009, you started writing, or the process of getting into writing. And then how long had you been practicing medicine before that?
Medicine is long time. I've been doctor for a long time. So many years, 40, 50 years most probably. But yeah,
But
yeah.
that's an inspiring story that resonates with Echoes in the Past. So it's never too late to
Of
start
course.
something new
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
creativity.
Yeah, actually, everything I started that like that. Like I used to dance when I was very young, and then I just forgot everything. And then after my son went to school and almost going to college, I started taking a serious dance called Bharatanatyam, which is people start from the very beginning when young. But I said I will do it, and then I said I wanted to graduate also. So there is a course of thing, and you keep on going. So I did that, and then in piano I didn't know anything about CD or anything. My son used to play, and I used to help, and so that I got it. So I went to the teacher and I said, this doesn't work, I mean, so he says you should start taking lesson. So that's what it is. And then I started and I did the certificate of merit, things like that. So I mean, everything is like that. Of course, my in my when I becoming a doctor, of course, is a very one by one school, college,
Yes.
medical school that was going on with that. Anyway.
Can you share with us a little bit about some of the upcoming projects briefly, and also provide us information on where we could buy your book?
Oh, the book is you have my website and also Barnes and Noble and Amazon and all those things you can buy. And of course, yeah, project is again I will be writing short stories, not again another novel right now, but short stories which has already started. I've finished 5 or 6 of them, and another I'm keep on writing. At least it has to be 10 or 11. So when I will again publish that.
Great. So we have some short stories coming up, and we can find your book at Barnes and Noble and on Amazon. And Dr. Mitra, what is your website where they could find it?
It's www.authormayamitra.com.
www.author, can you spell that for our audience?
Yeah, author, AUTHUR, author, Maya, MAYA, Mitra, MITRA, .com. Okay.
Wonderful.
Actually, my full name is I'm Mitra of my father's family title, and Das is my husband's title. Family titles.
That's wonderful. And can you tell us a little bit briefly, and we'll wrap it up then, what was your experience so far with Authors Press? How has your experience been with Authors Press?
Oh, they treated me very well. I sometimes I get very impatient and things like that, but they take it very calmly and make me happy talking to me nicely that this is this. And they treated me very well, and I'm very pleased with them.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Mitra, for joining me, Rebecca Salgado, with BookBuzzTV. And we look forward to hearing more about your short stories and also reading Echoes of the Past.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure talking to you. It's lovely.
My pleasure. Thank you.